President Trump said I had the right to overturn the election. But President Trump is wrong.
The third hearing of the January 6th Select Committee focused on the pressure faced by former Vice President Mike Pence from his boss and Pence's refusal to comply.
We're fortunate for Mr. Pence's courage on January 6th. Our democracy came dangerously close to catastrophe.
Multiple witnesses testified that Trump wanted Pence to ignore state electors casting votes for Joe Biden and simply pick the president himself, an action that, according to this conservative former federal judge, would have plunged America into a revolution within a constitutional crisis.
I would have laid my body across the road before I would have let the vice president overturn the 2020 election.
The proposal, described by some as a blueprint for a coup, was crafted by former Trump attorney John Eastman. He would later admit his plan would not survive a legal challenge, and on Thursday, lawmakers revealed he sought a presidential pardon. Another former Trump attorney said Eastman's plan left him aghast.
I said, "Are you out of your effing mind?" I said, "You're completely crazy." I said, "You're going to turn around and tell 78+ million people in this country that your theory is this is how you're going to invalidate their votes because you think the election was stolen?"
Other witnesses said on the morning of January 6, Trump called Pence to once again push to overturn the election. White House aides and Trump's daughter told investigators they overheard Trump's end of the call.
Either he called him a wimp. I don't remember if he said, "You are a wimp."
The conversation was pretty heated.
Apologize for being impolite, but do you remember what she said her father called him?
The P word.
Trump would then appear on stage at a rally near the Capitol, ad-libbing these comments about his vice president.
And Mike Pence is going to have to come through for us. And if he doesn't, that will be a sad day for our country.
Trump's followers listened and erected a gallows outside the Capitol. Witnesses said Trump was informed of the growing violence and urged to calm the situation, but instead, he tweeted, Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution. The rioters surged immediately after, and Secret Service moved Pence to an underground location, barely missing rioters by meters. He would shelter from the mob for more than 4 hours, as more than 100 police officers were injured and several rioters died. Finally, he would return to the Senate floor, joining Congress to finish certifying Joe Biden's win.
Trump has called these hearings treasonous. At least another 3 are planned. The committee saying they will focus on Trump's efforts to corrupt the Justice Department and his actions to summon the mob. Heidi Zhou-Castro, Al Jazeera, Washington.